Hey YouTube, I'll show you something else I'm doing in the garage. This isn't my car, this is a mate's. This is a, what is it? 87 Daihatsu Charade Turbo. It's a daily driver sort of thing, and it's just failed its warrant of fitness, or roadworthy I think they're called in Aussie, on some rust, and it's all down here in the wheel arch. From what I gather, this is pretty characteristic of this model. So I've taken out essentially the entire shock assembly and the wheel hub. We've got rust down here in the lower part of the wheel well. There's a bit here which actually wasn't picked up at the roadworthy, where it's starting to rust down the bottom, but where the door hinges, and there's a whole lot back here on this part where it's rusted just in behind where the spot welds are here, and that's led the spot welds to crack down this side, and it's cracked all up along here, and it's actually also been rubbing slightly on the front here, and it's also cracked down these bits here. So I've exposed where all the damage is, and I'm going to start repairing it. I'll cut out a patch and put it in here, and one down in here, and I'll weld up this crack, bash it all back to where these line up with the spot welds, and weld them back up and just cover it with POR 15, and I'll take a whole heap of photos along the way so the roadworthy guy doesn't give me any hassle on how it was repaired. So I'll show you where I get on to the next process. I'll show you a quick video of how we're progressing. Welded a new spot down here. Incidentally enough, Resto Lad actually published a good video the other day on how you do sort of commercial economic repairs, which is essentially what this is. Slice the rust out of here, make a bit to lap weld over the top, and just slap her on, buzz around the side. None of this you can see from the exterior panel, so there's no point pissing around with it. I've also, note here, there was also a little spot weld in behind here, so I've made myself a little mark to know that I've got to do it there, and yeah, grind it all away, make it look presentable, take photos, so on and so forth. And yeah, so you know, you don't need to be paying a panel beater 50, 60, 70 bucks an hour to do this, because it is essentially just labour, it's not materials. You can do it at home yourself if you've got the tools and a bit of know-how. Cheers. So I've more or less finished up all the work here, welded up these cracks. They were easy enough, just went straight up through them. That with the welds, just spotting it each way, did the same up through here. I opened out and fixed where these spot welds are cracked, basically just wound the power up and just burnt everything together, and then a small bit of metal went through here and down the edge here, and yeah, that's pretty much all of what's required. And I've had enough for today. I'm just going to leave this for tomorrow, because then I'll come in, I'll wipe some POR 15 on it, and I'll reassemble the whole thing, put the wheels back on it. I'll have to get my brake bleeder out to hook all that up, and text my mate and tell him to come pick it up. So yeah, nice to help out someone. It's always good to be working on something else other than your own cars. Yeah, so any questions, comments, or whatever else, fling us a bell here. I thought I might start chucking up more of this sort of random bits and pieces and maybe how-to stuff that, on my channel. And if there's anything in particular you really want to see, give us a bell and I might make a video of it.